Good morning, everyone. I'm making bento for my daughter and my wife. First, I cook rice. I use the musenmai. Musenmai is the rice that I don't need to wash. It's a little bit more expensive, but it tastes the same and it's good for the environment. Now I cook cabbage coleslaw. Take out hard part. I don't throw them away. I freeze them, and later I make vegetable stock. I slice the cabbage and put some salt. Mix well. It's like almost like a squeeze. And I leave it for 10 to 20 minutes. This is pickle. I cut it into very small pieces. Now I'm going to prepare Tonkatsu, which is a pork cutlet. I use Tenderloin fillet for this. Tonkatsu is usually made with loin or fillet. For bento, I use fillet because it stays soft even when it gets cold, and it's very soft even when it's cold. So my daughter likes a fillet more than loin. I cut them into 1 bite size. And I put some salt. And pepper. And next I'm going to prepare Tamagoyaki, which is the sweet egg omelet. I pretty much make them for every bento that I make. And Tamagoyaki can be sweet or unsweet, but I'm making a sweet one because my daughter likes a sweet one. I used half of a beaten egg for tonkatsu later. First, I put Kokuto, which is raw sugar from Okinawa, and I put some milk. Milk will make the tamagoyaki fluffy. This is rice oil, and pour the egg mixture. When you put sugar in tamagoyaki, it's easy to get brown. So it's easy to get burned. So you need to be a little bit careful when you're making it with sugar in it. As long as you use the low heat, it should be okay. Rolling the egg like this takes practice, but if you do a few times, you should be able to do it. And it's done. Now I'm gonna take out the moisture of cabbage that I put aside, and you squeeze it with kitchen paper. Water should come out a lot, especially green cabbage, like this. And put pickles. And I put corn from Hokkaido. And put some shiro dashi, the white dashi. And mayonnaise. And mix it well. And I put some honey. This honey is produced in Japan. It's very nice. And mix again. And it should be done. Next, I'm going to put rice oil into frying pan for deep frying. For coating, I prepare breadcrumbs and just simple flour, plain flour, cake flour, and beaten egg that I use for making tamagoyaki. I put meat into flour first and beaten egg. And finally, I put them into breadcrumbs. First, I'm going to put them into the cold oil. Stove is not on yet. And starting from cold temperature, it will make meat very tender. When you start from very hot oil, meat will get shrink and it gets hard. So starting from low temperature and gradually increase the temperature. And they will not become oily but crispy. They also cook evenly. Now you see that I'm taking them out for a few seconds. This will also make things very crispy as well. You should try it. And this is done. Nice and brown. And the rice is done. Today I'm putting the rice into ohitsu, which is made of Akita cedar wood. It absorbs the moisture from the rice, so it's very good tool if you want to use the rice in low temperature. So this is really good for bento. Now I'm gonna put them into the bento box. This is for my daughter and this is for my wife. Actually, this bento box is also made out of Akita cedar wood, so it absorbs the moisture as well. I'm putting the kimpira gobo. This is a leftover from last night. I also made a video about how to make a kimpira gobo, so if you're interested, please check the video. I'm also putting cabbage coleslaw. I usually try to put 3 colors into bento box, red and green and yellow. Red one is always difficult. Many parents put tomato, mini tomato, small tomato into bento, but my daughter, she doesn't like tomato, so she doesn't want me to put tomato into bento. So I always have hard time putting red color into bento. Today's red color is kimpira gobo, which contains the carrots. Before putting tonkatsu into bento, I pour tonkatsu sauce over the tonkatsu. Tonkatsu sauce is made of fruits and vegetables. Yeah, it's very nice. I think you can find it in your country maybe. This sauce is used for things like okonomiyaki or takoyaki or ebi fry. You can use this sauce for many Japanese dish. I'm putting wagarashi. This is Japanese mustard only for my wife. It's because it's very hot. You might hear my youngest daughter's voice on the background. She wakes up very early, and I'm trying to make a bento before she wakes up, but she usually wakes up before that. When she wakes up, it gets busy. She needs to go to the toilet, she needs to change clothes, she gets hungry. After this, I need to make a breakfast for my family, so I need to do this quickly. Now I'm gonna put umeboshi. This is salted Japanese plums. Umeboshi prevents food poisoning as well. This is furikake. We have different types of furikake at home. Today I'm putting katsuo bushi furikake. It has katsuo bushi, this is dried fish, and also the dried seaweed and stuff like that. And this is done. Thank you very much for watching video. I hope you enjoy. And if you like my video, please subscribe. I try to put as much video as possible. And thank you very much. Bye bye.